Hello again everybody! In this video we are ranking the top 10 highest rated PSP games of all time, using a data-driven methodology that goes beyond simple review scores. Rather than relying solely on Metacritic averages, this ranking combines critic scores, user ratings and review volume to better reflect quality, popularity and long-term impact. Because earning a great score is one thing, but maintaining it across thousands of reviews is a completely different achievement. This approach helps separate games with similar ratings and rewards titles that consistently impressed both critics and players. The PSP was one of the most ambitious handhelds ever created, delivering console-quality experiences on the go and building a library packed with unforgettable games across multiple genres. That makes competition for these top spots incredibly fierce. I had one back in the day and I loved it. I just could not believe that such graphics were possible in a handheld system. Some placements may be exactly what you'd expect, while others could be surprising. Either way, every game here earned its position through the data. So, let's get started. Starting with Patapon, one of the most original games on the PSP, combining rhythm gameplay with real-time strategy in a way that feels completely unique. Instead of controlling units directly, you command your army through drum beats, creating a constant mix of timing, momentum, and tactical decision-making. What makes it so memorable is how everything works together. The music, visuals, and gameplay are all tied to the rhythm, making every battle feel satisfying and engaging. Combined with its distinctive art style and addictive progression system, Patapon became one of the PSP's most creative and recognizable titles. I personally had lots of fun with this game, and it is one of my personal favorites on the PSP. Disgaea Afternoon of Darkness takes tactical RPG gameplay and pushes it to extremes, combining grid-based battles with deep customization, powerful abilities, and seemingly endless progression. Positioning, team composition, and smart use of skills are all key to success, but the game also encourages players to experiment and break the system in creative ways. What really makes it stand out is its personality. The humorous writing, memorable characters, and over-the-top presentation give it a unique charm that separates it from more serious strategy RPGs. Combined with incredible replay value and a huge amount of content, it became one of the deepest and most addictive experiences available on the PSP. Burnout Legends brings together some of the best content from earlier Burnout games into a fast-paced arcade racing experience built around speed, aggression, and spectacular crashes. Winning isn't just about crossing the finish line first, it's about taking risks, weaving through traffic, and using takedowns to gain an advantage over your rivals. What makes it stand out is how well it captures the essence of the series on a handheld system. The sense of speed remains impressive, the crashes are as satisfying as ever, and the gameplay constantly rewards aggressive driving. Combined with a strong selection of tracks and modes, it became one of the PSP's most exciting and adrenaline-fueled racing games. Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together delivers a deep and rewarding tactical RPG experience, built around strategic positioning, unit management, and meaningful decision-making. Battles unfold on detailed grid-based maps, where terrain, elevation, and team composition can completely change the outcome, rewarding careful planning over brute force. What really sets it apart is its narrative depth. The story explores political conflict, loyalty, and morality, with player choices influencing the path the campaign takes and how events unfold. Combined with extensive character customization, multiple routes, and a huge amount of content, it became one of the most respected strategy RPGs on the PSP and a benchmark for the genre as a whole. Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection brings the series' signature fighting formula to the PSP with an impressive level of depth, polish, and content. Combat remains fast and technical, rewarding mastery of movement, timing, and character-specific movesets, while still being accessible enough for newcomers to enjoy. What makes it stand out is how complete the package feels on a handheld system. With a large roster, smooth performance, and refined gameplay balance, it delivers an experience remarkably close to its console counterpart. Combined with strong multiplayer and plenty of unlockable content, it's widely regarded as one of the best fighting games ever released on the PSP. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker expands the series' stealth action formula with a greater focus on mission-based gameplay and player choice. Whether sneaking past enemies, using specialized gadgets, or engaging in direct combat, the game offers multiple ways to approach every objective. What makes it stand out is its ambition. The Mother Base management system adds meaningful progression outside of missions, while cooperative multiplayer brings a new dimension to the experience. Combined with a strong story that further develops Big Boss, Peace Walker delivered one of the most complete and impressive handheld experiences of its generation. In my opinion, that is the most powerful game on the system, and my very top one personal favorite. Another masterpiece by Mr. Kojima. God of War, Ghost of Sparta delivers the same fast-paced, brutal combat the series is known for, combining powerful weapons, fluid combos, and large-scale boss battles into a handheld experience that feels remarkably close to its console counterparts. Combat is aggressive and cinematic, constantly rewarding skillful play and relentless offense. What really makes it stand out is its presentation and storytelling. The game explores Kratos' past in greater detail, adding emotional weight to the character while maintaining the epic scale the franchise is known for. Combined with impressive visuals and polished gameplay, Ghost of Sparta is widely regarded as one of the PSP's most technically accomplished and memorable action games. God of War Chains of Olympus successfully brings the franchise's signature action to the PSP, delivering fast-paced combat, brutal finishing moves, and cinematic set pieces that feel surprisingly close to the console games. The gameplay remains focused on fluid combos, challenging encounters, and large-scale battles against creatures from Greek mythology. What makes it stand out is how much it accomplishes on handheld hardware. The visuals were among the most impressive on the system, and the pacing keeps the action moving from start to finish. Combined with a story that expands Kratos' past and a high level of polish throughout, Chains of Olympus became one of the PSP's defining action games. Final Fantasy Tactics: The War of the Lions delivers one of the deepest tactical RPG experiences ever released on a handheld system. Battles revolve around careful positioning, unit synergy, and long-term planning, while the expansive job system allows players to customize characters with a huge variety of classes, abilities, and strategies. What really makes it stand out is its story. Set in the kingdom of Ivalice, the narrative explores political intrigue, war, betrayal, and ambition with a level of maturity rarely seen in games of its era. Combined with exceptional strategic depth and tremendous replay value, The War of the Lions is widely regarded as not only one of the PSP's best games, but one of the greatest tactical RPGs ever made. And finally, Persona 3 Portable takes the #1 spot on this list because it delivers one of the most complete and memorable experiences ever released on the PSP. By combining turn-based combat, dungeon exploration, and social simulation mechanics, it creates a gameplay loop that feels unique, rewarding, and surprisingly addictive even years later. What really makes it stand out is its atmosphere and character development. The relationships you build aren't just there for the story. They directly affect your growth and make every decision feel meaningful. The game also tackles themes of mortality, purpose, and personal growth with a level of maturity that helped define the Persona series for years to come. Combined with strategic combat, an outstanding soundtrack, a memorable cast, and dozens of hours of content, Persona 3 Portable isn't just one of the PSP's greatest games. It's one of the greatest handheld RPGs ever made, making it a worthy choice for the #1 spot. And that's the top 10 PSP games of all time. As always, this ranking wasn't based on review scores alone. It combines critic ratings, user scores, and review volume to better reflect which games truly stood the test of time. Now I'm curious, what's your personal top 5 PSP games? Did Persona 3 Portable deserve the #1 spot, or would you put something else at the top? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this ranking, drop a like and subscribe for more data-driven lists covering the greatest games from every console generation. And if there's a system you'd like to see next, tell me below. You might influence the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.